Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. We are live on YouTube. Give me just a second here. Give me a second. All right, there we go. That's better. That's better. How are y'all doing today? Welcome to the show. Hello, Kimberly. You must be waiting right by the phone for the notification. Welcome. I just went live on the fly, no promotion, so you must have been right there when that notification popped up. Random, how you doing? You too. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Great to see you folks here. It's another beautiful day here in Redwood City, California, where I live. It is 70 degrees. I can't ask for any better weather at the beginning of April. You know, the story goes April showers bring May flowers, but there are no showers right now. We've had showers enough this year, so even if we don't get a whole bunch of rain in April, we're good. We got a ton of rain, a shit ton of rain last year that filled all of our reservoirs. So, I mean, we're good. We are good. But anyway, give me a second. All right. That should be better. I have a pretty simple topic to discuss here today. I'm only going to do 2 laps because I'm out here at the park late. And it's been a pretty busy day for Dawn and I. Dawn had an in-home care appointment with one of her in-home care nurses, a wonderful, wonderful guy that actually also lives in Redwood City. And then Dawn and I did a bunch of cleaning today, and we're preparing for a major appointment she has tomorrow with the doctor that performed her surgery. So this is the major follow-up, and we're going to know a lot more tomorrow. But if you haven't heard or you're new here, my girlfriend broke her ankle last year, had one surgery that was botched by the original doctor, and then we got another doctor that's done a much better job, and things are looking great. Everyone that has checked out Dawn since her second surgery that happened several weeks ago has said she's healing great. I think she's healing great. And we'll see what the doctor that performed the surgery says tomorrow. There were like 30 tornadoes today throughout the south, and there's a tsunami warning in Asia after Taiwan just had an earthquake. Thank you for that information, Kimberly. Hey, Carly E2, welcome back. I got your message. I got your message earlier today, your comment, and appreciate your kind words. Dawn appreciates your kind words. I made her aware. And welcome back. It is great to have you back. Give me just 1 second here. Okay. Richard T. Carly, the woman who said she was dating Mr. Wonderful. Yes, and the woman that also bought the expensive Status symbol Porsche. Porsche SUV. How's that Porsche running, Carly? Hasn't burned a hole in your pocketbook yet? As long as you are enjoying it. Still am, says. Hey, Goth Influencer, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Great to see you here. So I'm going to get right to it because I really want to inspire people today to look at themselves in the mirror and ask yourselves, what type of person do you want to be? Now, granted, this is YouTube, and I understand that some people don't take YouTube seriously. Some people come out here for entertainment, maybe even cringy entertainment, maybe entertainment by way of creators trash talking other creators and then forming audiences that get deeply invested in the hate and donate to the hate. I'm just waiting for some people to pass on by. Give me a second here. All right. Give me a second. No issues, Eli, regarding the car. That's cool. Wonderful. Wonderful. As long as you're enjoying it, it makes you happy. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Good for you. Good for you, Carly. And glad to hear that things are going well for you. So yeah, like I was saying, I really want people to take a good look at themselves in the mirror and ask yourselves, what type of person do you want to be? Goth Influencer with the 99 cents super sticker. Thank you so much for the 99 cents, Goth Influencer. Much love. Thank you. Every penny counts. Much love, much appreciation. So yeah, like I was saying, a lot of people don't take YouTube seriously, but a lot of people also do take it seriously, right? The truth of the matter is, people are people, right? And regardless of how some people choose to behave out here on YouTube or social media, and that being their online persona, which some people that have a pretty cringy or crazy online persona to get clicks and views and donations and ad revenue, they say that, well, my real personality in the real world is different. I just do this on YouTube to make money, right? Well, here's the thing. To those people that pretend to be something they're not or amp things up just to get clicks and views and monetized ad revenue playbacks and donations and whatever, the more and more you continue to do that, the more and more you actually become that. Let me repeat what I just said. For those creators out there that have a fake persona and pretend to do, or say they pretend to do crazy things All right. I'm just waiting for people to walk on by. Okay. I'm just chilling. For those people that amp things up, kind of like Howard Stern, but worse, right? If you're saying that this is just what you do on YouTube for clicks and views and donations and all that, the more and more you do that, the more and more you become that. That is who you are. Whether that's how you truly are in your real life or not, that's how people know you to be. No one knows how most YouTubers are in real life unless you do what I do. I bring you along on my walks. I bring you into my home with my girlfriend. And we both share our truth about things we've experienced in life, right? Now, I wanted to do this topic today because I love YouTube. I really love this platform. I love YouTube more than any other social media platform. I used to love Facebook more over 6 years ago, but when I decided to start my life coaching business over 6 years ago, and I saw how YouTube had evolved and how the quality of YouTube got better and live streaming became incredible, and the capabilities of the YouTube partner program with the super chat, the super sticker, the super thanks on the pre-recorded videos and live stream replays, the memberships and all of that. When I saw all of that, I was like, this is my platform. This is where I want to spend most of my time because there's nothing else like it. And most people agree, even Sean Cannell from the Think Media channel. I hear him say time and time again, yes, you should have a social media presence elsewhere as well. But where you're going to get most of your traction from is YouTube. And YouTube subscribers are more valuable than any other followers or subscribers on any other social media platform. And I completely agree with that. That's why people behave so erratically out here. At least some people do. Right? Because they think they have to continuously amp up the craziness to get clicks and to stay relevant, right? I mean, if that's the way you want to define yourself, because in the past, I would say, look, I'll get to the chat in a second. I'm in a deep thought right now. In the past, I would say, yeah, these people that create cringy drama content for clicks and they antagonize people on purpose. It's like fake instigated drama. They go around, they have a group of people that they've put together. They're behind the scenes in these discords and they say, okay, we have an audience of Coach Eli haters that we're not getting to come around because we haven't antagonized Eli enough to overreact enough for them to show up for our rebroadcast, or if they are showing up, they're not donating. So we need to get everyone, all decks, all people on board, all people on deck, right? All people on board or on deck. Do whatever you can to antagonize Eli to get that reaction, right? I'm just using myself as example purposes, right? Because I'm going to try to teach a lesson here to other people that I know are good and innocent, innocent people that continue to talk about and feed into certain people for no reason, because they're not understanding what's truly happening. They don't understand that these creators that they're talking about are intentionally antagonizing them just to get the reaction just to get the views and clicks and donations, right? You folks also have to choose what type of person you want to be, right? Do you want to be the person that responds, reacts, or overreacts to these fake, instigating, and antagonizing creators? Hey Thunder, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Again, I want you all to look at yourselves in the mirror. I'm going to wait for this person to pass on by. Look at yourselves in the mirror and ask yourselves, what type of person do you want to be? Do you want to be someone that goes around YouTube with a group of people and intentionally antagonizes people or tries to antagonize people to get reactions to try to feed an audience that wants a reaction from that particular person they're antagonizing on purpose to incite donations? That's I've seen this happen time and time again throughout many various communities out here on YouTube. And some of you that have known me for a while, you've been a part of some of these communities where people do this type of content, right? And you folks, the good people that keep reacting to these creators that keep creating this type of antagonistic content because they antagonize you to the point of where you feel like you need to defend yourself. But the bottom line is, the more you defend yourself, the more you're giving them what they want, because all they want is any reaction from you to feed an audience of people that wants these creators going at you, right? So how about you pull out and stop talking about them, stop reacting, let it go. Don't even bother, because when you don't respond, they're going to try harder and harder and harder and harder and harder and harder and harder to antagonize you more, to get you to snap. And if you stay strong and you don't snap, after a while they'll get tired, they'll go away. But before you can even accomplish this, you have to be strong and understand what's truly going on. You have to understand what's truly going on. There are a lot of people that are going to manipulate you to get what they want. They used to do that to me. People have done that to me, and I've learned. And I'm not easy to manipulate, but I didn't know a lot of these YouTube drama, fake instigated drama tactics until I was out here on YouTube. Now I've learned that, and now I want to teach it to you folks. I want you folks to truly know what's going on. I have learned to ignore people that antagonize me or are here to antagonize me. I'm here to I've also learned to ignore anything else that is not relevant to my show, or maybe a further attempt to get a response from me regarding other things that may be currently happening. You're not going to get my attention. And you folks shouldn't give these people your attention either. All these people want is your attention, because they want to leverage your attention for their own selfish, benefit, and leave you high and dry. These people are not here to collaborate. Like a true YouTuber is going to collaborate with another YouTuber, and if there's revenue involved, they'll typically split it, or they'll they'll revenue share without a problem, right? But when you're dealing with certain people that create content where they need to antagonize a group of people and get the reaction from those people to feed their audience, those particular people that their audience is willing to tune in, watch, and also pay donations for, right? I'm not going to mention any names here today. There are a lot of people that know about me. There are many communities that know about me. And I'm sharing this as a broad-based message to all communities. The best way to get someone to stop trash talking you is to just ignore them. You know why? Because that's going to starve them out eventually. You should be thinking about starving these people out of content, even though for a while they're going to continue to try to poke the bear, to antagonize you. And if they can't get you after a day or two or a week, they're going to amp it up. They're going to do dumb stuff. They might even go real life on you, but you got to ignore all that, right? And if they go real life on you, then that creates serious legal implications. I've seen that happen before, but I've seen people go real life on me because I ignored so well. And the only way to get my attention is by going real life on me, which is not a smart thing to do, right? I'd like to know from the people here in the chat, what are your thoughts regarding this? Have you dealt with people out here on YouTube that have tried to antagonize you to get a reaction? And how did you handle it? What did you do? Did they try to antagonize you to get you on a live stream, to try to beat you down on that live stream in front of their audience to incite super chats? Because let me tell you, that's what people used to do to me and many others, right? And let me tell you how YouTube is handling those channels nowadays. Eventually, they get removed from the YouTube partner program for bullying and harassment and hateful and abusive content, right? You see, I'll tell you this, folks. I'm going to put out a strong message right now because I just don't care. You see, there's a few people out here. We're not going to mention names. I have an idea of who they are. I really don't care, right? That are doing everything they can to antagonize me in many different, subtle, yet obvious ways, right? Through community postings, through doing other things I won't mention. Some of you know what I'm talking about. You're dealing with it right now, right? Some of them will talk about me in the comments section, right? Many of them will say, oh, Eli's mom is a sugar mama, or, you know, oh, Eli should work for Panda Express for $23 an hour. He'd make more than DoorDash. I got some comments over the last 12 hours that I totally blocked because all it is this same group of people that just wants to antagonize me to get a response so they can make content off of me and sell me to their audience. And that's not going to happen. And they're not getting a response from me ever again. Any of them. Ever again. They're not. And that's what you should do too. You have to realize that these creators are not necessarily here to sincerely or truly hurt you. They're here to use you for content and make money off of your reaction. And if you continue to allow them to antagonize responses out of you, they're going to continue to go back and forth with you. And in essence, you're giving them and their audience exactly what they want. Today, I wanted to do this to set an example and try to help many other people that know who I am, that are currently dealing with the same thing that I've been dealing with. People antagonizing you on purpose, saying things that make absolutely zero sense, so that way it forces you to respond and defend yourself over something that that creator just made up to get a fake reaction from you, right? You have to understand all of this is crap. All you got to do is just not respond. Not respond. Now, you can't control what other people say about you in other comment sections or throughout other live stream chats. You can't control it. You're going to see it, but you got to sit there and laugh at it. You got to sit there and laugh at it and say, okay, these people have too much time on their hands. You got to look at it and say, okay, they're more interested in my life than theirs, right? You see, for people that are busy and have lots going on in their life, they don't have time to trash talk people, right? Even in a fake instigated way, just to create content, right? So there are a lot of things that I could say about many people. I choose not to do it. First of all, it's not the type of person I want to be or am. And second of all I would be doing in that situation, and most importantly, listen up, folks, most importantly, all I would be doing is feeding into exactly what these people want. They want to keep talking about you. They want to keep using you as content. They want to keep selling your reaction to their audience. That's all. Lap number 1 is done. One more to go. What type of person do you want to be? Ask yourself that over and over again. What type of person do you want to be? You know, I've heard some pretty decent people out here on YouTube say, I like a little drama in my life, or I like some drama content. Whatever suits you, suits you. My question is why? Benji Huger Jr. You're probably trolling, dude, but you make a good point. One thing I noticed about you is that you don't lie. I can't say the same about others. Well, be more specific. Be more specific. Benji Huger Jr. Richard T., I told my friend what you said about not having anything in common with the young girlfriend he has. He just laughed at me and said he doesn't enjoy talking to her that much. He prefers to do better in front. Yeah, all he wants to do is bang her. Because, you know, the young women are young and tight, you know. Now, some older women that take care of themselves look good too, right? But that's all it's going to be. That's all it's going to be on both sides. He's going to use her for sex. She's going to use him for money. It's basically like legal prostitution is what it is. That's all it is. When you have an age difference like that, that's all it is. You know, a lot of these women nowadays have these like daddy fantasies, right? They're like 19, 20 years old. They're legal adults, but they have these daddy fantasies with older men. I mean, I seriously doubt that they're just hanging out with no monetary exchange. I seriously doubt that. But hey, to each its own, bro. I mean, when I was in my early to mid 30s, you know, I was still going on dates with women in their early to mid 20s. Because, you know, I was still, you know, not that much older than them, right? But as I got into my 40s, you know, I wouldn't date anyone younger than like 34. And now, you know, Dawn is like a year and a half younger than me. She's 48, almost 49, and I just turned 50. So Benji, yeah, tell me more. Tell me more about what you meant by what you said. Give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, we're back live. We're back live. They don't realize that us subscribers are listening. We are not stupid. I have yet to hear you lie. So let me ask you a question. Benji, you're here on a sock. No big deal. I'm not going to ban you. I appreciate your thoughts. Are you not here on your main account because A, maybe you're banned, or B, you don't want to be found out by some other drama groups that have trashed me or maybe continue to trash me? And you're here because you know everything they're saying is a bunch of bullshit just to get a reaction or to try to make me look bad to an audience of people that will go anywhere where people are talking about me? Like, is that what it is? Let's get down to business because we want to help people here. Like, we want to help people become a better person. The whole point of this stream is to ask people, what type of person do you want to be? And that includes creators, that includes consumers of content, content creators, that includes everyone. That includes even creators that say, hey, I'm a really nice person off of YouTube, but I play the role of a jerk on YouTube for entertainment value. And like I said earlier in this show, if you play the role of a jerk on YouTube for too long, that's who you become. That's who you honestly become. That becomes the real you, despite how you are in person, because that's all people know of you, right? I am here because I am sick of the other side's lies and flip-flopping. Well, okay. Here's the thing. How do I not know that you're not one of the creators from the other side pretending to be nice just to get a back and forth with me, and maybe there's a rebroadcast going on and you're just playing me, right? Because a lot of these people will come here and try to hijack my chat while they're rebroadcasting to try to entertain their audience and ask questions for me to present to their broadcast, not mine. I have to go. I have orders. Okay, cool. So you're a driver. Okay. All right. Sorry, we are back live. We are back live. Sorry, the screen froze. I had to reset it for a second. I'm sorry. The YouTube app does that every once in a great while, but I know how to fix it right away. Scroll up at my example. You missed it. I thought I read it. I'm here because I'm sick of the other side's lies and flip-flopping. Was that it? Is that what you said? I did read it earlier. I read it earlier. Yeah. No, when people are desperate to keep you going back and forth with them because they need you to feed the audience that's paying them, they will find sneaky ways. Maybe your account is them. How would I know, right? Some people will go that far just to entertain their audience and to try to make somebody look like a fool. And it's not making me look like a fool, it's only making them look like a fool, right? And I'm just sharing this because there are many people that get caught up with creators like this through many various communities. And you need to stop getting sucked in. You need to stop allowing certain creators on YouTube to antagonize you for a response that they're going to use to make content on you, feed you to an audience that will not only watch them talk about you because they successfully got a reaction from you because they antagonize you so much, and then they're going to make money off of you. They're going to donate, right? So why even respond at all? Why not just ignore it? Like for me, I'm a coach. I'm sharing this because I want to help people better learn this like I have. Right? I want to learn. I want people to learn this like I have. Right? And let me tell you this. I've ignored many attempts again of people coming here to antagonize me. I've ignored them. Right? I've ignored other things other people are trying to do to my channel currently to antagonize me. I've ignored that. Right? I've ignored community postings that these same people keep posting, trying to antagonize me, trying to call my mom a sugar mama, right? They're trying to do, you see how low people will go to try to get a reaction because they need myself and others to feed their audience for donations, right? That's all it boils down to. Why can't you folks understand that? Cut and dry, right? That's why I'm asking again, what type of person do you folks want to be? What type of person do you want to be? And I'm using YouTube examples because the majority of people that follow me or watch me or listen to me have been on YouTube for a while and have dealt with stuff like this. And many people are tired of it. People coming in my direction. That same couple that was walking on the other side of the park. They're walking really, really fast. What's the hurry? I like walking at a slower pace. Even when I would go on hikes with ex-girlfriends or when I used to do walks with Dawn, you don't need to walk like 100 miles an hour. You want the walk to last and have a conversation with that special person. When you're walking fast and you're with a woman, it's almost kind of like maybe it's a first date, the woman's not into you and she wants to finish the damn walk quickly so she can get rid of you. It's the only time I would understand a couple doing a walk super fast. Slow and steady, have great conversation, and you'll actually burn more calories. The slow burn. to anyone that has been a part of my community over the last 6 years, whether you're new or especially if you've been around for a long time and you're constantly being antagonized by other creators. They're trash talking you on their live streams. They're doxing you. They're sharing other personal information. Here's the thing. You got to ignore all that. Let them do what they're going to do. Right? Let them do what they're going to do. Right? Now, you have options at your disposal. You can report those streams or videos. Sometimes they go down. Sometimes they won't. But the very most you can do, you can report those videos or streams and go on with your day and don't respond. Don't go live and do a stream and talk about it. Don't put out a video and talk about it. I understand many people feel the need to get it off their chest. And I'm gonna offer a solution to those out there. Like to people that have known me. And I won't charge you for this. I'll do this free of charge. No donation necessary. You don't have to purchase any coaching package. I'll help you free of charge. If you're one of those people, and I know you, that is struggling to ignore other creators antagonizing you for a response to make you their content, don't respond to them. Reach out to me and let's talk. Let's talk on the phone for 30 or 60 minutes. Let's have a private conversation that will not be recorded. I don't record those conversations, right? Let's talk about it. Quite frankly, I wouldn't care if I was being recorded because I'm not going to say anything different than I'm saying now. But I would love to be there for people that are currently being antagonized and they feel the need to react to defend themselves when the best thing to do is to just ignore. You want to get it off your chest? Reach out to me. I'll have a conversation with you for 30 to 60 minutes, no cost. This is for people that know me. These are for people that have known me for quite a while. Because I know there are many people that have known me for quite some time that are good people that continue to feed into stupid shit. And you're not realizing it's all part of the people that are antagonizing you. They're doing it on purpose. They are intentionally, purposefully antagonizing you. Usually regarding things that aren't true. They know they're not true, but they know, these people know if they can antagonize you with a lie, you're gonna respond to defend yourself against the lie, which is what they want. So how about not give them what they want? These people are very manipulative. Very creative manipulative, right? So don't let these types of creators manipulate you. Let them and their audiences say whatever they want to say about you. These people, if they want to keep talking about my mother and calling my mother a sugar mama and saying I'm a sugar baby, which I'm not. I mean, if I was a sugar baby and I had all this money that these people think that my mom is giving me, which she's not, oh, man. Jesus, I have so much more than I have. Probably would buy a new car, even though my 2017 Honda is still good. I'd probably buy a new car if I had ungodly amounts of money like these people think I have. I don't. But see, here's the thing. They keep talking about it. I ignore it. I'm just sharing this as an example to you folks, right? again, I'm not going to mention any names. There are many creators out here that I respect. And even if I don't fully respect some of them, I still think some others that are being antagonized by certain creators don't deserve to be antagonized by them, right? So it's not about me not liking all these people. I don't have hate for anyone. But if I don't necessarily agree with the types of content or things a particular content creator does, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to stand up for them or defend them if they're being antagonized in these same ways I've been talking about, right? Give me a second, be right back. All right, we are back live. We are back live. They're going to antagonize you more on what they antagonize me on. Oh, Eli, I make more money than you even though I'm no longer monetized. Well, good for you. If that's true, good for you. What does it matter? Do you see? All they're trying to do is antagonize me to get the reaction. Now, they might say this is a reaction. If they want to consider this a reaction, this is actually an example for my audience. This is a coaching lesson. But what they'll do to further try to, incite their audience to donate, they'll say, well, Eli says it's example purposes, but he is reacting. He heard everything that I said. Well, that's true. I did. I've seen everything you folks have done to me, and many other creators have done to me, and what other creators have done to other people through my communities that I've participated here on YouTube through, right? I've seen the same thing, and all it is antagonistic things that people are saying and doing to keep the back and forth going, because clearly there's a small audience of people that will donate whenever you have a reaction from the person that they want you talking about. You see how petty it is? Like I've always said, these are grown-ass adults that are antagonizing in petty 10 or 12-year-old ways. These grown-ass adults that are wannabe creators out here on YouTube, they're antagonizing like a grammar school kid would, right? Why? Because that's the only way they think that they can be relevant and make money, right? And there are many people that have successfully done this for years. Why? Because you folks continue to feed into it. You continue to try to justify or you continue to try to stand up for yourself over something some other creator said on you that was just trying to antagonize you in any way possible to get any reaction, right? You're trying to justify something that those creators know isn't even true. So you're basically trying to prove nothing because there's nothing wrong. But because that creator antagonized you with a bunch of BS and led you to feel like, oh, well, if he's saying this about me, then everyone's going to think this is true. No, they're not. And if they do, who cares? People that truly like you are going to know who you really are, right? I'm really, really trying to put out a strong message tonight and share with the world to not let anyone online or offline antagonize you or continue to poke the bear. In the real world, they'd have to come up and actually talk to you to your face or poke you. Most people won't take that too far. Out here on YouTube, what they do is they create fake sock accounts. They don't show their face. They don't use their real name. They get a community wall and they start to trash talk you anonymously because they're too chicken to tell you to your face, right? They're too chicken to tell you to your face, right? And they play these childish games because they know you're going to call out their childish games, and they're going to make content off of you calling out how childish they are. That's what they do. A lot of these creators will flip everything. Will flip everything that you say about them, which is true. What we're saying about them is true. They know it. But then they'll even flip that and say, oh, that's not what it is. Oh, that Eli's out of his mind. No, what we're saying about Eli is true. Everything is true. What we're saying about Jack or John or Jerry, for example, just making up those names, is true. And no, it's not. 90+% of the stuff that is said by these type of creators is not true. It's to get a reaction from you. It's to force you to feel like you have to defend yourself when you really don't. And a little kid was screaming because he saw me with the camera. Gotta let it go. It's not a big deal. Now, if they got out of the car and started coming at me, I'd say something. I'd threaten to call the police. But that you can ignore, right? That's a simple example right there of a young kid driving by. His mother's driving him. Windows rolled down. He sees me with a selfie stick and camera, and he wants to antagonize me, right? Why? I don't know. Maybe he's bored. Maybe he's miserable. There's something lacking. Who knows? Maybe he's just young and immature. Gotta let that go. Can't let that get to you. You shouldn't let it get to you. But I want you folks to understand before I wrap this up, because I'm about to turn the corner. I'm going to wrap this up because I have some things to do. Don and I have some other things to do tonight. And then we have a couple doctor's appointments, one tomorrow, one Friday. Got to get to bed early. I want you folks to really, really, truly understand what I'm about to say here, okay? Truly, truly want you to understand this, okay? If you let any creator out here on YouTube, and I'm using YouTube for example purposes because that's where this happens. In the real world, this would happen differently. But a lot of people I care for out here are struggling with how to handle this. If you let someone or a group of people continuously antagonize you, they come into your chats, and they stir up the pot, or maybe they're rebroadcasting you, and the rebroadcaster is asking you questions on behalf of their audience and trying to hijack your show. You can ignore them, you can block them, you can time them out. There are many things you can do. You don't have to respond, right? Any type of response. Any type of response, they'll make content off of. Right now, they're making content off of me. I guarantee you, and I don't care. Because this is for example purposes. I don't care. I'm doing my own thing. They can do whatever they want. I guarantee you right now someone's rebroadcasting this and making content out of it, right? And making content that makes absolutely zero sense. And then you got an audience there that knows this is stupid shit and makes zero sense. Yet because they're just such cringy, miserable people that follow and support that type of content, they go along with the agenda of the creator because it's entertainment to them that keeps their mind off their own misery, right? Why don't you understand that? Why don't you folks understand that, right? these creators that create this type of content, they actually understand that, and they're basically preying, Preying. They're preying on your emotions and your vulnerabilities, right? To suck you in, to be a part of their show, to feed their audience what their audience needs, so that way their audience can feed them donations. Do you see the cycle here? The more and more you folks respond instead of ignore, the more and more you continue feeding into an endless cycle. Right? And don't even think about, here's the thing. I've made peace with many people. Right? And I'm still at peace with all these people. The thing is, peace or no peace, these people are going to keep making content on me, and they're going to keep making content on you and other creators that do something similar. Peace or no peace, they're going to keep doing the same thing, right? You just need to ignore it and just move on. Don't let it get to you. Don't respond to it. Let them use your content. Let them trash talk you on the show. Let their chat trash talk you in their chat. Let their chat, or let their the commenters trash you in the comment section. Let them create trashy community postings. Let them do it. It shouldn't bother you. It doesn't bother me. I'm just telling you, folks. You want to starve these people out. If you want to get what you want with these people, it's not going to be even flagging them or getting them removed. They'll come back. Forget about that. If you want to accomplish what you want to accomplish, the best way to do it is to starve them out of content by ignoring them. That's it. With that being said, thank you to everyone for being here. Have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.